Hey there friends, this is Russell from Descended Masters channel, the channel that's all about you as a Descended Master, as one who knows a lot more than you're letting on that you know, or that you recognize that you know. So this channel is just some gentle pointers and reminders of that which we know. Okay, so today's discussion is the statement, money comes not from what you do, but from who you are. Now this is a statement that appeared to me in a meditation when I was meditating again on juicy subjects of career, money, abundance, healing, those things. Now I'll just begin it with the intro about light workers, because this channel really is about light workers, and that is really somebody who's just awakening and who is here to bring about some shift on planet Earth. Even if you don't know what that is, you instinctively know that there's a shift happening and that somehow you're involved in it. It can be really confusing to know what to do, because often for the light worker, it's not about a doing, it's about a being. It's who we are. So you might find yourself naturally as a rule breaker, but not someone who goes out purposely to break a rule or become an activist, unless that really is your nature. But you will just find yourself living a life that's somewhat at odds with society. People wouldn't normally look at you and see there's somebody who breaks rules, but quietly you just end up doing things differently. Now this is where my point is coming in, that because of the difference, because the light workers come here with a different agenda, quite often we do not get much recognition, or I can say love or juice from the world. Another way is to say that is you might not get paid what you're worth. So this bothered me for a long time, trying to find ways to earn income, and it's been quite almost like, if I confess to say that is one of my life tasks. The thing that has caused me the greatest trouble over the years is life purpose, life task. What do I do? How do I express myself? How do I earn income? All these things, because on the surface I look normal and can fit in, but there's a part of me also that does not fit in. So can you relate to that? So part of you fits in, but another part perhaps doesn't. So you can follow the rules for quite a way of the game of making money, making business, making all this. But at a certain point, you might find yourself falling away from that. It doesn't resonate with you anymore, and you can't continue with that path, or you can't do what it takes. So this is when you as a light worker might end up in difficult circumstances, and you might then start blaming yourself, because like, why can't you do it properly? Why can't you do what everybody else is doing? You've got the intelligence, you've got the ambition, you've got the drive, whatever. But it's not working. Somehow you don't know how it works. Somehow the rules are different for you. And guess what, friends? The rules are different for you. So it's a difficult pill to swallow, but if you struggle for a long time, you'll be happy to know that your rules are different. The way the world works is that it feeds and rewards certain occupations and tasks and duties. For instance, suppose you have twin sisters. One of them is very brainy, not very personal skills, but quite intellectual. The other one is very sort of healing person, good, lovely personality, lovely healing. People like to be with her. They both go into medicine. The brainy one becomes a doctor, and the healy one becomes a nurse, because she hasn't quite got the academics for becoming a doctor. Now you know which one is going to earn more money over their lifetime. Clearly the doctor, despite the fact that they're not the warmest person, they perhaps don't even work on their being, their spiritual being, but just because of who they are, because of their intellect, what they do is what earns them the money. So for them, money comes from what you do. And this is what we're told at school: get a good job, study, get a good job, that whole thing, become a lawyer, do what it takes to get money. So this is good advice at one level. But for you, if you're on a different track, if you're on a Lightworker track, this is not your operating system. So now if you like that one who's the nurse, you might end up in straitened circumstances and start blaming yourself. But actually you're the one who's been doing the inner work. And you're the one that's the more healing present. But this world does not reward that as much. It rewards intellectual achievement. So that means that we as light workers who've worked on the healing aspect, either we're totally screwed because the world's not paying us, or we can't find a way to make it so. Or what we might do is we start agonizing, what should I do, what should I do? We meditate and we affirm, and we're still looking for the thing that we're supposed to do. So I've caught myself on this quite a lot. Lord, just tell me what to do. I'll do anything. And that's what woke me up to this thing of, Russell, it's kind of, you're trying to do a lot here. It's all about doing. Have you thought of reconsidering that question from what must I do to something else? So that's what led me to the statement, money comes not from what you do, but from who you are. So that is the other operating system. This is the operating system of the new earth that you guys are part of laying the seeds for here now. The new earth is not fully born, so it's still new. The operating system is mainly you earn by what you do. So this message is for those who can't quite figure out what to do, because you have lots of value, but you don't know what to do. It doesn't quite fit in. Now, so this is our challenge. We've got to go deeper and give up for the moment the question of what do you have to do to support yourself. This is assuming, okay, this is assuming that you've already been through that process. It's like you're not just sitting on the couch, and most people listening to this, I don't think are there. You've done what you can to do stuff. You've studied, you've learned, you've tried setting up businesses, whatever. But it's not quite meeting your needs. So the doing is almost exhausted. So the test is, have you completed as much as you can do as possible? Are all your ducks in a row? Okay, the doing. So now we're satisfied that the doing is pretty much done. Nothing more you can do. So now you can feel despair because what the hell, money comes from what you do, right? What we need to do, let go of that idea, sink deep into your being, and ask yourself this question: can it really be true that you as an aware, loving, connected being would come to this realm and be totally unsupported? And perhaps if support is not from the world, where do we turn to for that support? So the one place we can turn to is within, to ourselves. We must support ourselves. The lesson of us is not the doing, but is the being. So ask yourself, what do I need to be, or what quality do I need to give myself more of to be supported, to be held, to be healed? So this is not just about money, it's healing as well. Can you give yourself the healing from within? Can you shower yourself with the abundance from within? Because if you can't, and that's okay if you feel you can't at the beginning, but just what it says, who else would stand in the way of you receiving that abundance? Who else? The world is out there, in a sense. If you can't feed yourself inwardly, it's you who stands in the way for some feeling of unworthiness or guilt. So imagine if we can just, for now, just bypass that and just let it be softened. So that is you feeling, I don't deserve, I can't. Or you might like to take a breath and just soften. See, we soften into being, soften the whole body, soften the heart. If the resistances, allow the resistances to be there, but just soften the space around that resistance. and fall yet deeper into yourself, into the awareness, into the now. And the now contains also your bliss, but also your resistance. And let it be there. And what happens if you give yourself complete permission right now to feel resistance, to feel loss, to feel whatever this meditation evokes in you, or the feeling of not having, of not knowing what to do? Just, it's okay, allow it to be there. These are all on the periphery of your being. So we're falling in deeper now to you. And begin to settle into and rest into the sense of I am. Just the bare feeling of existence of I am. I exist. How do you know that you exist? You just know, right? So that knowing of I am, the knowing, go to the knowing now. The knowing of I am. Yeah, isn't that good? And soften yet further into that. I am. And I am enough. This that I am is enough. I do not have to prove myself, because I am. I am an existence. I am all that is. Everything, my voice that you're hearing, if you're watching me, it's pixels. It's just appearances within your awareness. It's you. Including separation and resistance. Okay, so what happens in you when you follow along to this, when you let go into I am? Just tune into around you, your more subtle senses. What do you notice? How do you feel? In the background of your awareness, how do you know? What do you feel right now? Just gently tuning into that. And you might notice something like stillness, peace, softness, strength. There in the background, when you let everything be as it is in the foreground, and the background is revealed, peace. And let's today allow to come into that peace, the flavor of enough. I am enough. Can you sense within you and find within you the sense of enough? I am sufficient. I am enough. Or even, I am plenty. What does plenty feel like? If you were to breathe in now, plenty. Plentiful. Expansion. Limitless. And tune into what happens in you when you follow the idea, the feeling of limitless, plentiful, enough. What is that particular feeling and subtle sense in the background of your awareness right now? Good. Just take note of that and settle into it even more. So that is your essence. These are essence qualities you are feeling right now, picking up the background of your awareness. Enough, plenty, open, infinite, limitless, ease, light, freedom. Enough. I am enough. I am plenty. I am this freedom. I am this limitless abundance, regardless of what my financial circumstances say. I am limitless abundance. I am limitless healing. I give this to myself now. So now get slightly active and give yourself that which you already are. So money comes not from what you do, but from who you are. So give yourself now. Imagine as if for a deserving child who's perhaps been a little bit neglected, a little bit left out. Imagine now from this trove of your being, you can just give them everything that they need to make this face light up in a smile. Give yourself from who you are more of what you need to be in this world. If it means healing, find that place in your body that can do with some love and some warmth, holding, forgiveness. Give it now from your being. If it is money, finances, if it is love from another relationship, give it now to you as if giving to a child. Good. Breathe into it even more. Open with a deep breath, expanding into love, abundance, money, yes, relationship, hugs, holding. What do you need in your physical existence to live with more ease? Give it now. Okay. So it can be this easy, and this can become a meditation. And this can be a meditation for light workers, because the world will still tell you it's about what you do. What we are saying here, it's about who we are. And from this space, friends, if you tune in now to how you're feeling right now, giving yourself, do you not feel more open? Do you feel connected? Do you feel at ease? Do you feel a sense of peace? Do you feel perhaps a sense of possibility? Give yourself even more, like expand it even more now. And from this possibility, you can become aware of what wants to happen next. Next steps, because action will follow. The place for doing is after the place of being. So whether now or just now or later, today or tomorrow, as you tune in more to this, that which is a doing which arises spontaneously as an idea of excitement, which you can say yes to, that doing you can flow with. Because that doing is driven by being, and that comes straight from heaven, from your higher nature, from God, flowing through. So it's not an effort. Don't look for what you have to do, look for what you have to be. You're already it. Flow and trust. And speaking of trust, don't immediately look for dollars, or immediately look for relationship or physical healing, whatever it is that you're giving yourself. This for us can come through in different ways that still bring about well-being. That is the ultimate well-being. So if it comes in dollars, or if it comes in meeting someone who has dollars, a business idea, a better feeling about a chronic disease, just a feeling of more vitality. These are the ways it can come to you. So our wealth is not always the law of attraction way, where you've got to put a certain value on it and then stick to that and try and manifest X $1,000 a month. Forget about it. That's not our way. If it works for you, go for it. It's not entirely our way. It's partly there, and I'll talk more about that in other episodes. For now, just meditate on money comes not from what you do, but from who you are. And can you give yourself from who you are that which you need in abundance now to make your life more easeful, joyful, healthy, abundant? Try it now. Let me know in comments below what happens.